We've got Jonathan here, and he is going to lead us and guide us through some yoga and breath work. I'm so excited, Jonathan.
Happy to be back.
Yeah. I think this is what we all need, is more embodiment. So very excited for all of you that are watching, getting yourself in a nice, comfortable, seated position, preferably nothing around you that you could like knock over. And getting yourself nice and comfortable and ready for some embodiment and movement and beautiful breath work.
So then I would like to just introduce before we go into the practice, and thank you for setting up, because yes, I would like that you are seated comfortably. So the first thing to set up then is just, if you have a chair to sit on, to come forward on the chair, like I'm sitting at the front part of the chair, so you're not leaning back or using the backrest if possible. If you need to use the backrest, then, and for some reason you have issues with the back that you need that kind of a support, then by all means use it. If you can sit upright freely, then I recommend you do that. Sitting cross-legged on the floor or kneeling on the floor also will work. Now, this, as an introduction, is part of the work that I do as a therapeutic yoga instructor, working with mindfulness and integrating mindfulness and compassion into yoga practice. And so this kind of work is really designed especially to help facilitate a calming of the nervous system. And essentially that's what we want to try to do, is elicit a relaxation response in the body and in the nervous system, so that we can experience more calm, feel more collected, more grounded, and ultimately more at peace in our bodies and in the world around us, so that we can be more effective, that we can feel more calm in what we do and how we meet with the world. These practices are really designed for that. So especially with high levels of stress, with feelings of anxiety and nervousness, or low energy, the opposite. We might be experiencing depression. We might be experiencing like up here in the north, we have a lack of sunlight that has a real effect on the nervous system, feeling low, feeling uncertain about the future with all the things that are going on with the pandemic. Looking at jobs and looking at income and economy, these things can have a very big impact on our system, on our immune system. And so we want to be able to have tools that we can use to come back into ourselves in a calm way. And this also ties into the work we do with the goddess awakening, as we work to find more embodiment. How do we embody and honor the body in a way that creates more wellness, more balance, more wholeness and authenticity? So this is a simple practice that can be done in an everyday way. You're welcome to use this practice again and again. There's no overdosing in this practice. So if you feel stress, if you feel like you need to bring more centering into your life, then I really recommend that you use this or some form of this practice. We're going to simply move the body in a few gentle movements and then work with the breath. So this will be about 20 minutes. We're going to go through this practice together and I'll guide you. So sitting upright, let's just begin. If you have then your feet on the floor, if you're sitting on a chair, then I recommend you uncross your feet and let the feet be flat on the floor, so you can really ground with the feet into the floor. Feel that you're sitting in a way that you can sit upright. So if you feel that you're slouching, if you're rounding in your back at all, then rock your pelvis a little bit forward, belly coming a little bit forward, until you get that foundation in the low back. And with the upper back and the chest, see if you might open the chest a little bit and round or pull the shoulders slightly back, rather than caving in the chest. We want to be tall and sitting upright in a dignified way. So sit like you mean it, like you're going to sit upright and be attentive. So feeling that tall spine, let's begin by letting the arms drop down to our sides. Notice how if you turn the palms around, so the palms of the hands are facing out, then that rounds the shoulders back even a little bit further. So then let's begin just breathing a full breath. Inhale through the nose and start stretching through your arms, breathing up the arms. Reach through the fingertips and see how long you can come all the way up. And then exhale, breathing out in reverse, letting go through the arms and relaxing through your shoulders as you let the arms drop down to your sides. Let's do that again. Inhale, breathe through the arms, stretching through the fingertips, reaching up the arms. Maybe look a little bit up, open the chest, and exhale, relax. Arms coming down, settling at your side. One more time. Turn the palms facing out. Inhale, breathe up through the arms. Reach a nice long stretch up the chest. Look a little bit up. And then exhale, breathing, releasing, settle down through the arms. Let the weight of the arms then drop at your side and relax through your shoulders. Feel the looseness of your arms now as you shake them out a little bit. Letting go of the muscles of the arms, just loosely shaking the elbows or the fingers or the hands. And then roll one shoulder, lift it up, pulling in up towards your ear, and then pull the shoulder back and drop down. Opposite shoulder, squeeze slightly in, up towards your ear, pull back and down, and then let go through the arm. Let's do that one more time. Just feel the rolling of the shoulder up and back and drop. Opposite shoulder, lifting, pulling up and back and down. One more time, shake out the arms loosely so you're letting go through the weight of the arms. Now with your left hand, bring the left hand over to your right knee or leg and reach the right arm around behind you on the chair or on the floor so that you're supporting yourself. Sit up tall through the spine. Lift up as if you're lifting through the top of the head. Inhale a deep breath in. As you exhale, turn to look over the right shoulder, gently twisting along the spine. And then release and slowly come back to center again. As you inhale that breath, find your neutral spine sitting upright again. Pause for a breath here. We'll do the same on the other side then. Right hand over to the left leg or knee, left arm behind you, supporting you to sit up tall. Inhale with a deep breath, lifting through the top of the head. And with the exhale, turn to look over your left shoulder. Gentle twist along the spine. And then release as you inhale, coming back forward again. Find your center, your balanced spine, and then step the feet just a little bit further apart so you have an opening between the knees. We're going to fold forward slowly. So then just with the hands on the knees, if you want that support, start to lean forward, bending at your hips. And as you begin to lean forward, you can keep that support with the hands on the knees. Then take a deep breath in as you're leaning forward. And exhale, slowly slide the hands down the legs or release the arms and come folding all the way forward with the chest down between the knees and the head dangling down. So the chest and upper body is dangling between your legs. Let go through your head and neck. Lengthen through the spine. Just stay here for a breath, letting go or softening as much as you can. And then when you're ready, with a deep breath, inhale and start walking the hands up the legs, up onto the knees. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up to sitting again until you come upright, sitting up tall again. Now feel how you're sitting. If you want to bring the legs back closer in again so that you feel balanced, just let the legs be in a comfortable way, the hips in alignment, the low back. And ground yourself down through your legs, the awareness down and through the legs. And then let's bring the hands onto the body. So one hand resting onto your belly and another onto the chest. So I'd like to breathe here in a way that facilitates a full breath. And I'd like to invite you to find that full breath in your body now. Let's just start by breathing a deep breath as deep down into the body as you can. See if you can breathe the belly expanding, the hand on the belly. So as you inhale through the nose, feel the breath draw deep down using the diaphragm. So the belly expands and the hand on the belly rises. And then as you exhale, the belly sinks in slightly. Can you feel the movement of the breath with the hand on your belly? Now, can you isolate that breath so you're not using the chest? The hand on the chest is not moving or very little, but the hand on the belly is rising and falling. This is called a deep belly breath or abdominal breath. And when you get the hang of it, you can get a lot of movement there. But if there's tension in the belly, then it might restrict that movement. So see if you can relax that area around your belly and bring the breath deeper down in the body. This is a natural way of breathing. We normally breathe this way as babies, as infants, but then later on, we start bringing the breath up into the chest, and often through stress, we forget about breathing deeply. So this deep belly breath, just this breath alone can be helpful for calming the nervous system. If you can soften the belly, breathe deeper down using the diaphragm. Slow or deep breathing in this way can be very helpful for activating the parasympathetic nervous system, this relaxation response of the body. But let's go a step further here, and we'll breathe in a way to include the whole body, breathing, the whole chest and belly area. So then as you start in the base of the belly area, breathing, use the hand on the belly to feel that breath expanding, and then keep breathing into the chest, lower lungs expanding, upper lungs to shoulders expanding. Full breath in and release. Exhale down, chest, belly, relaxing. Can you feel that movement? Imagine a vase, a pitcher of water filling up from the base, filling up all the way up to the top as you breathe into the belly and the chest, feeling the body full, and then pouring out the vase of water from the top all the way down until you're empty of air all the way out. Now see if you can breathe in this way, slowing down the breath. Long and slow deep breath in, and long and slow exhale out. You might find that there's some resistance, or the breath is more shallow. It's challenging to breathe deeper. That's okay. Really listen to your body. And if you are gasping for air, or you find it challenging to breathe deeply, just breathe as slow and long as works for you. So it's really about finding your rhythm. But if we can breathe in a rhythm here of about 5 seconds in and around 5 seconds out, that's going to be an ideal to work towards, to slow down and lengthen the breath. And that's what all the research is showing us that if we can slow down with a deep, even breath, we can really start to relax the nervous system. Let's try that for a minute together. So then, breathing all the air out of the body now. Join me. Inhale through the nose. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just find the rhythm that works for you. Breathing slow and deep and long, comfortably following that rhythm, sensation of the breath all the way in and all the way out, complete and full breath. And on the next exhale, let's relax completely. When you're ready, all the way breathing out, relax the arms, resting down on your lap. Relax the breath. Let the breath continue to breathe on its own. And just closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you, or looking down. Feel into the movement of the breath naturally, moving in the body. Can you sense that area inside and around the chest? The sensation of where your hands were resting on the body. Allowing the shoulders to soften, the arms to be heavy. Feeling that subtle movement of breath, breathing in the body. And feeling that calm interior environment. Noticing any effect in the way of feeling grounded or centered. The sense of the breath, the sense of the balance of your body, of the spine. The sense of the grounding down into the earth, beneath your seat, beneath your feet. Can you feel the whole space of your body sitting here? To really be present in the body sitting. To include all the sensations of the body sitting here, pleasant or unpleasant, with this open awareness, grounded in the sense of the body sitting. And if you start to wander off in the mind, it's perfectly fine and natural, noticing thoughts arise. And just take a little deeper breath in and reconnect back with the sensation of the breath, back with the sensation of the body sitting, grounding your awareness here in the moment. And then let's slowly begin to come out of our meditation to include the space around us. So we'll do this gradually. from the space of the breath in the body, around the chest and the belly, to expand into feeling the whole body, the legs, the arms, the head, expanding to feel the space around the body, noticing the space in front of you, behind you, beneath you, the chair. And very slowly awakening the senses, noticing the sounds, noticing the sound of my voice coming in, the speakers, any other ambient sounds in the room. And slowly, very slowly starting to open the eyes and beginning to take in light, beginning to take in the colors, the shapes of all the space and the room around you and the objects. And just keeping that focus of the eyes in a soft gaze, unfocused, just letting in all the space of the room, still connected to the sense of the body sitting, still aware of that grounded quality of the body and the breath. And perhaps again, just breathe a little deeper to reconnect with that sense of here I am, my body, my breath, my body breathing, body sitting. And as we open up the senses, connecting into the space again, feeling the body sitting here, the body breathing, perhaps a sense of groundedness or calm, a centered quality. As we open the awareness to include this Zoom session and our connection through the internet, and so we bring our meditation to a close. Let's just take a moment to honor the practice and bring the hands together. And thank you for joining me. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Jonathan. That was beautiful.
Thank you. It's my little formal way of ending our practice. I like to ring the bells, and I don't know how it comes through in the way of this Zoom session, but nevertheless, this practice is really a culmination of an ancient practice that comes from the mindfulness tradition, and together with recent studies in neuroscience and this way of really seeing what is effective, how might we come to rest the nervous system, and from here then go out into the world, how we can then come back into a space of calm so we can speak with more clarity, we can have more awareness then around what's actually going on in the way we feel and our emotional state. So this, from this place, it's much more effective way to act in the world than from an imbalanced space or a state in which you feel out of yourself or out of your body or out of touch with your emotions. So I find this really helpful way to just start by grounding presence into the body in this moment.
Thank you, Jonathan. And do you do this mindfulness practice every day?
I like to practice this in variations. So I often practice this in a more, you could say, condensed way. So this practice can be done even in a few minutes with a way of deep breathing and just connecting with the body, connecting the awareness back into the senses. But I think it's worthwhile to take a little more time to practice with it so that you give it more space, you get more in touch with the actual sensations, to really practice deepening the breath. And in those ways, I think that it will make those shorter sessions much more effective.
Thank you. So valuable, so valuable, especially at this time with coronavirus, strengthening our breath work and our capacity to bring in that life force energy is really, really critical and important. So thank you so much for sharing that with everyone in the summit. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aww.
May we all be well.
Yeah. Abundant blessings and good health to everyone out there that's listening. Have a wonderful, blessed day.